Hello and welcome along to AVFTS Wrexham. I hope you're well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to whenever you're watching this video. Today, I'm bringing you a different type of content that we're going to try and do throughout the season, which is press conference reactions and tied in with a bit of a match preview. What we're going to be doing is looking ahead of Wrexham's fixture tomorrow against West Bromwich Albion in the second game week of the EFL Championship. Of course, this will be Wrexham's first home game in the league after beating Hull City on penalties in the Carabao Cup. And this is a chance now for Phil Parkinson's side to put some points on the table in the long, grueling championship season that's ahead of them. So without further ado, we're going to listen to the main man, that is Phil Parkinson, and hear his thoughts and any updates on any injuries. And of course, new signings, Nathan Broadhead, I'm sure will be discussed as well. Make sure you're locking in by liking the video, subscribing, and get involved in the comment section. As I said, new content. Let me know if you like this type of concept, and we'll do it again if you do. Without further ado, then, let's get into the shared content, which is, first of all, if you want to find it, you can go on the Wrexham AFC Twitter page, and there is a picture of Phil Parkinson where you can find his press conference reaction. But I'm going to go straight to the clip, which is here, and I'm going to share this all with you now so you can see nice and easy. So this is Phil Parkinson's press conference reaction.
First of all, we've got to talk about the new signing, so to say, in Northern Broadhead. How do you like today that he's finally through the door?
Yeah, very pleased. Obviously, I've been looking at Nathan throughout the summer, really. And it was just a case of the fee with Ipswich had been agreed for quite a long time, but obviously they wanted to bring a player in, so we had to be patient, but they've been very fair, and both parties are happy with the deal.
What is it about Nathan, do you think, that can strengthen Wrexham?
Yeah.
So that's quite interesting that this deal was actually going on for quite a long time. It was just about the fee and being respectful. So, yeah, I like that. I'll rate that. And you can see the smile on his face.
He's just got that championship pedigree and the ability to create something in tight situations. And, you need players to unlock the door and create key moments in games. And Nathan's got that. He's shown it for Ipswich at the levels on over the last few seasons. And, yeah, obviously the story of him coming back home, I think, is a great one as well. And he was really keen to come to us, and looking forward to working with him.
Does that make it easier that when you target a player, he's keen on coming as well?
Yeah, of course, because that really helps because it's a big club, a great club at Ipswich, but he's showed a real desire to come and play for us, but be very respectful for his time at Ipswich as well.
So one thing I keep hearing and I quite like is that Broadhead's been really pushing for this move. Like, he's really wanted this move to come home to Wrexham, and in a good way as well. He's not forced that move from Ipswich. He's been a good character, and I respect that.
Obviously, the fee has been out there as 10 million, but I think we've got to get in the Premier League and win the Champions League for it to go up to that. But it's it's a fair price for a player.
So that's good to know. As I reported yesterday in my video, it was 7.5 million plus 2.5 add-ons. So those add-ons are those sort of things that Phil Parkinson's talked about. If he achieves certain things at Wrexham, then Ipswich would get 2.5 million in extra money. So that's good that he's confirmed that as well.
A real championship quality.
An international player as well.
Yeah, exactly. He's done well for Wales, and he's done well at that level. Yeah, and it's just we only came in obviously yesterday morning. He didn't do a lot of training with us yesterday because he'd had a lot of travelling coming up and the medical, etc. So we were just careful with him in the first couple of days. But yeah, we'll integrate him into the squad.
Is he in contention for West Brom?
Yeah, no, he's obviously signed and registered on time, and he goes straight into the squad.
And it's nice.
So there we go. We know he's in the squad for tomorrow against West Brom, which is a massive bonus. So I can see him starting as well. Not going to lie, I can see him starting.
Well, Wrexham, the Welsh club, you've now got Danny Ward, Nathan, and Kiefer Moore as well.
Yeah, very important for us. And all three lads have got their own individual stories. Obviously, with Danny, who started at the club, coming back. Kiefer, Welsh international, and all. Obviously want to be at the very best this season in terms of the World Cup coming up.
On Kiefer, any updates on his injury?
Yeah, Kiefer's obviously not as bad as we feared it could be, so that's really good news for us. And we just keep monitoring him. And Kev's working on getting the swelling out of the joint, but obviously day by day he's getting better. And when you have an ankle ligament injury like that, similar to Ollie Rathbone, actually, that you always fear that it could be somewhat worse, but it's not a serious injury, and he's making really good progress.
It's been a bit.
So snippet there. We know that Moore's injury isn't substantial. He is still out injured, bit of swelling, but that's good news. You can see that Glint and Parky's out there, and he can't wait to have him back. So that's good. We got that Keith Moore update, people. I'm buzzing to hear that.
It's been obviously Phil, and he's still looking to bring people in and possibly get players out.
Yeah, I think with the numbers, it's inevitably that there'll be one or two players moving on at the right time for them and for us. Obviously, Seb Revan has gone to Burton this week, which we wanted Seb to go somewhere where he's going to play, and we feel he's a good player, and it's a great opportunity for him and a good signing for Burton as well. They worked really hard to secure the signing of Seb, and obviously we spoke about Mo last week, who's come.
So that means there, Seb Revan gone to Burton, if you weren't aware of that one. Again, never going to look like he was ever going to break into this Wrexham squad at all. So the right decision for both parties.
Off the bench and scored a goal. So brilliant for Mo. And we'll be watching the lone players carefully as the season progresses.
And I'd imagine as a manager as well, Phil, it's great to have the backing of the owners and the board. When you target a player, you go for it.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's key because there's a lot of spending power in the division. I think really since day one, because we've moved so quickly as a club, we have always had to work hard to fast track the quality level at the first team. For the first team, because we're always kind of playing catch up. Really, when I was in the National League, as I said many times, that we're a club that was behind in development to a lot of clubs, even in that league, in terms of infrastructure, academy, players coming through, and we had to improve the standard, and that filters down. And then, of course, along the way, now that the structure has become stronger behind the first team with the formation of the academy a couple of years ago, and that's improving. But we've come up to this division very quickly, and it's important that we've brought in championship standard players to help us on this journey, and also help the existing players who've done so well for us over the last few years.
That's a fair and brutal assessment. Basically saying, look, the journey Wrexham have gone on so quick, so fast, that sometimes you're going to need to make windows like this where it's mass signings, 9 signings, because you need championship quality players. And the likes of Seb Revan, Mo, as he's just talking about, Fowl, they all have to move on. They're not good enough, but these players are bringing it on. So the ones who've stayed, who've been through the journey from Wrexham for the National League, that would be massive testament to them as well as players.
For me, Phil, Tuesday was a big result just to get that win here. But how excited are you for tomorrow? West Brom, proven team, Premier League Championship team, coming here to the Racecourse first game in the Championship.
Yeah, I think Tuesday was a great dress rehearsal for us as well. Obviously it's a cup game, competitive game, but first game back on our Stoke Harris Stadium on our new pitch, dugouts on the opposite side, just getting used to the slight shift in environment. And it was just a very special night for us. It really was to get the win and on penalties and the way we came back. And it was a classic game here at Wrexham, and it sent everybody home happy. But now it's about building on that at the weekend and finishing the first week of the season off with a good performance.
Quite interesting that just changing the dugouts, just thinking about that as you spoke about it. Just those little things can make a big difference in football. And as you said, good dress rehearsal for Tuesday, so there's no excuses for tomorrow.
Just touching on the last one, Simon, was that a conscious effort over the summer to try and get more players in, or is it just the players that were available and that's the way it's?
Yeah, it's not really kind of been a conscious effort. It's just starting with Danny that we wanted to bring in an experienced goalkeeper, and obviously Danny was very keen to come to us. He had offers to go into the Premiership as a number 2 or number 3, but straight away him and his agent said his preferred choice was Wrexham, and obviously that appeals to us that a player really wants to come to the club and understands what the area and the club's about, and straight away. And then with Kiefer also, the big attraction for him was the coming to a Welsh club, and obviously the Wrexham story, and obviously Nathan, obviously well publicised that a couple of days. Coming back home, great for him to be close to his family and his family to be able to watch him play, and that's a very special moment for him when he finally got here yesterday.
Again, on Danny Ward, can you see how glowing he talks about Danny Ward? I think Danny Ward, the way he wanted to come to Wrexham, that it has put him in that spot of number one goalkeeper. Hence, he also talked about the fact that he got offered number 2 and number 3 position. But does that mean Wrexham offered him a number 1 position? Just a food for thought there.
I think this time last year, we were talking about the step up from League 2 to League 1 and the type of quality that you're going to be able to week in, week out. Again, this year, it's another step. So it was Southampton last week, a Premier League team the year before. Now it's West Brom, a previously established Premier League club. Just, again, how is that transition, and how do you get the group ready for, it's not just a big game every 3 weeks or a month like it was perhaps League 2 or National League, whereas now it's week in, week out, quality opposition.
Yeah, that's right. It's just the quality of play, the speed of play is make sure that we're adapting to that in terms of the lads who've come up with us, and obviously that's helped by bringing players in. You can see the bar has been raised in training each day, as we bring in players in, and the quality levels improved, and that'll help players adapt. But yeah, of course, it's a standard we've worked incredibly hard to get to, and we're adapting, we're learning, and we've got to learn quickly. And I think we showed that in the first 2 games. A lot of good stuff, some not so good, but we'll work on those aspects which we've done in the last few days, and look forward to taking on West Brom tomorrow.
It's fair answer. That standard training's improved, and he can see the problems and what they're doing well, and he likes the fact it's a big game every weekend. So I like that.
3 games, 3 TV appearances, both 12:30 kick-off in the league. Does that make any impact? Are you comfortable with 12:30? Do you prefer 3 o'clock at 5? Is it always just irrelevant? You play when you're ready?
Yeah, play when you're ready. I think if you said to me what would we prefer, it's obviously 3 o'clock, a tradition, but you've got to accept as you come up to this level, there's going to be different kick-off times, and it's just being ready for that. And we certainly will be.
If you're still in the video right now, let me know what kickoff time is your favourite kickoff time. Phil Parkinson just said he loves at 3 p.m. What's your favourite kickoff time?
This place has become a fortress since you've come in. It's been very difficult for away teams. Again, now the step up in quality in the Championship, how important is this place going to be in the home form of making it a proper fortress and being horrible for teams to come here and get quality?
Yeah, I think that's why Tuesday was key for us, because we had some good periods in the game. I think I was pleased with a lot of parts of the play, but it was more the kind of desire and the attitude and the spirit that the supporters showed and the players, and that was great for the new players to say, wow, it's a great place to play. This is what we're all about. Can we create an intensity tomorrow against West Brom? And so that was a good kind of benchmark for us, a good reset into how we've got to play at home, how we've got to be strong right to the end of every game. Never giving up, always believing. Can the subs impact the game, which they did, and they're going to be key. I think, especially at the start of the season, the bench is really important because players are still getting used to the season again. And
there you go. I like that. Make Wrexham's home a fortress. We've got to make our home a fortress. And he loves the idea of the bench players having their impact and their say as well. So looking ahead of West Bromwich Albion, it does seem that Phil Parkinson, as I said, has same sort of updates. Kiefer Moore is out. Broadhead will be available and fit and ready to go. No other new injuries or updates to concern about. And the likes of Rathbone still haven't returned. So it'll be interesting to see who he goes with up front. If Broadhead does start, who plays in the wing backs? Is it Barney who gets the start of Longman? Is it going to be McLean, or is it going to be Livy Cache? Things I always think. And I think the back three will pick itself. And will it be Danny Ward in goal? Lots to think about. But if you enjoyed this type of video, then please do let me know, and we'll do this again every week. Big up to each and every single one of you. Thanks for watching. I'm out of here. Ta-da.